We are here to build relationships with the young people and the community.
It's about transformation. It's about changing the mindset. Do you think that you'd be here today if it wasn't for the house?
Not at all. Not at all. I'd be in a different situation. I'd be in a different situation.
I grew up in a broken home, living in one of the worst neighborhoods in Washington, D.C. But today I stand before you, a wife, a mother, a leader, and an entrepreneur.
These kind of stories have really what we wanted to start and what God has blessed us with. Just tremendous.
When you are genuine about how you really feel, and then you want to make a difference and not divide, that's how the house got started.
Hello and welcome to DC on the real story. And we're going to tell you a little bit about something else going on in DC that you might not have heard about. We're in Arlington, Virginia right now, actually across the river from DC, but we're here for a very special reason. It's to celebrate the 18th birthday of the House DC.
Welcome to the House DC's 18th birthday.
Tonight, I stand before you, a proud alumni, an educated young woman from Southeast DC, a wife, a mother, and also a leader who never thought I would have made it out. But with all the love and invested time shown and given by the staff, I made it. I stand here confident, bold, courageous to say thank you. The House DC, you've changed my life. Thank you.
What's all this stuff about the house? What's so special about the house? Somebody tell me.
The most important thing, the most special thing is my cooking. Then after we go from there, it's that we like helping kids, man. We just like helping the community, the kids. We like outreaching. Bring them in, teach them life skills, head them off to college, see them come back like this.
Now you tell me a little bit. You said you were one of the kids, you came through the house, and then you came back. Why you come back?
I mean, it's a great program, like you said, and like legitimately, like this program has honestly like saved lives. Like it's really kept a lot of kids out of trouble, off the streets, out of a lot of places that they could have been. So we are very thankful for the house and everyone who has invested, and we are looking forward to many more years and being able to save so many more lives.
Looking at the things that they have, like the studio, the pool tables, a place where kids can go and kind of pour out their hearts. I never had that as a kid growing up in DC, and so I wish they had something like that.
So now, James, you are a living testament to what this thing is all about, aren't you?
Yes. I've been in Southeast DC my whole life, so I lived the trials and tribulations of Southeast and had a chance to change my life, and now I'm back to give and help to change someone else's life. So,
although I have faced life and death situations, God was always there for me and put things in my path to help shape me for today. I have always been supported by others. I am here because of the people who have supported me and God. I continue to box, fighting for what I believe in, and one thing that I always will believe in is the House DC. Thank you.
I was blessed to be in the original founding group. We started, they said tonight the house has been open for 18 years, and we started about 2 years before that in the founding or in the planning stage.
Does this make you feel really good to see this?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. These kind of stories have really what we wanted to start and what God has blessed us with. Just tremendous.
The house is a safe haven for our students, for our community. We're located in Anacostia, Ward 8 of Washington, D.C. The crime rate is extremely high. It's the highest of any other ward. We just work in a community with a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. We work with a lot of young people who just have a disadvantage from the beginning.
They may be a little rough around the edges and they may come from some rough situations, but I think that's why we're here. All of them have something, some kind of gift, some kind of talent, they have dreams, they have aspirations, but what they need is to be around positive people that can see that potential.
Because we deal with the most challenging kids to reach, we try to meet them where they are.
That's why we have the studio program, we have the band room, we have the computer lab for the kitchen. There's so many wonderful programs.
When our young people come through the door, the first thing that they experience is love. They're greeted by just staff that love them, that are passionate about what they're doing for the Lord. We feed them an afternoon snack every day. We feed them a meal every day. So when they walk in, the first thing they see is love. And then they have all these great activities.
We just believe by offering them that and offering the community that it makes a difference. It changes their heart.
I know for a fact that the house is being effective just from the people that I've talked to that have been through the program and have real life stories of how the house has helped them get their life on track and go on beyond the community to learn great things and to come back to the community and help the community.
We have a great program, but program isn't what gives them a change of heart. God is.
We are a local mission.
We are here at the House DC itself, right here in Southeast DC, and I am standing right here with the president and CEO of the House DC, Ms. LaWanda Bornstein. LaWanda, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm so proud to be here. I'm so excited. I mean, we were at the banquet, we heard all about the 18 years, we saw everything, and we heard of the testimonials, and it's just been so impressive, and I'm here now. We're actually at the house. This is one of the 3 buildings.
Right, that's correct.
And so tell us a little bit about the house and what this is all about.
So the house started off with high schoolers back in 1999, and we've just evolved. You know, we are outreach to the community, high school, middle school, elementary, 18 and over, and we provide a safe place for kids to come in, hang out after school instead of on the street getting into trouble. We have a summer elementary program for our kids, which is free. All the field trips, all the food, we feed them a meal every night. And we also work with kids that are, well, I shouldn't call them kids. These are 18 and over that they want to do something with their life. They either want to get a job, or they want to, go back and get their GED, or they want to go to college, or they want to be involved in an apprenticeship program or Job Corps. So we try to connect them to that. And then also for the community, we do things like parenting class. We feed the community as well. We involve them in our community events. So we've been here for 18 years, and we just are an outreach for the entire community.
As a native Washingtonian, I wish the house was around when I was a little girl. We are here to build relationships with the young people and the community, and we're here to do a service for them. So we're not just here to kind of hang out and play games. We're here for a reason. We build relationship with them. We want to get to the heart of their issues, and then we want to work through those issues with them to give them a healthy start. And well, it's not the start, but to help them from where they are to where they're trying to get to.
And now you said a key word there. You said build relationships.
Yes.
So now there's more to the meal that you guys have every night.
Yes.
There's more to the programs, the recording studio
Definitely.
that you have.
Definitely.
What's that relationship thing all about? What is that?
So our young people in the community, what we've learned is that there's so many failed relationships, adult relationships in their lives, and they've been failed a lot. And so what we want to do is build a healthy relationship with them that will give them what they need. So if they're missing a mom figure, they'll get that. If they're missing an auntie, an uncle, a dad, big brother figure, we want to be everything to them that they need to help them, be healthy and whole and not just out here trying to figure out things for themselves. If you think about it, a lot of young people join gangs because they don't have a sense of belonging. They don't have a family. So here we are really like a family to them.
DJ Southeast, House DC, we in the building.
Oh, that's what we doing now?
Major key alert.
I gotta pull my Bible out.
Faith talk, oh, we talking that faith talk. Say talk, oh, we talking that faith talk.
Major house alert. Major face alert.
I got the keys. I got them keys. I got them keys. I got them keys. Open the doors
always asking me the key. Till you know you trapped, you can't be free. Till you know you're blind, you never see.
There's so many young people come through our door, and they've told us that if they had not come to the house, they thought that they would probably be dead or in jail or just something going on. And I'm not saying that we have 100% success. Obviously, you don't. But we took a guy, and he's in our recording studio now, and he is on staff. When he came to the house, he was about to drop out of high school. He was over at Anacostia High School. He was going to drop out. He had determined he was going to do that. And then when he got hooked with the house, he was attracted to our recording studio. So he decided, you know what, I got to stay in school so I can come to the house. So he stuck with the recording studio. He ended up going to the Washington Art Institute, but he was so far advanced because of what he had learned with our audio engineering. Many years later, we had someone reach out to us from Ghana. So it was exciting because we took this young man and we traveled to Ghana, and what was so amazing is that he was the superstar there. And then he shared how he was going to drop out of high school and how he connected with one of our staff. And then tears started rolling down his face when he said, now here I am and I'm giving back.
I got them keys, the keys, the keys. I got them keys, the keys, the keys.
Yeah. Hey, I just got to rep the gospel. I know what he done for me. He died up on the cross. He took on all of my sins for me. Used to be blind, had to open up my eyes to see. Being in this world, I was in state of emergency.
Y'all seen this, right? We at the House DC, and my man is telling us all about the recording studio here. And this is one of the crucial parts. This was the drawing card. So we get a lot of kids that come together, and they come here because they want to learn how to be rappers. They want to learn how to do music. They want to learn all of that. And this is your young man that actually did that. You heard the story already about how he was overseas in Africa. Wow. So now was that humbling for you?
Yes, it was. You get to see outside of the box, and you get to see the, part of the part of the world that's, not your comfort zone, it's just very different. It was a great experience for me.
Tell us a little bit about it. Now, you actually started out in the program, so you learned this through the house, didn't you?
Yes. I went to Anacostia High School, and I heard about the House DC. I was 15 years old, and came to the House DC, and I wanted to rap. And not only did I wanted to rap, I wanted to learn the program and learn, just how to operate the program. So yeah.
Okay, keep it real. Go on, get back to work, bro.
It's never forsaken me. You know he died for me. Yeah. Hey, I just got to rep the gospel. I know what he done for me. He died up on the cross. He took on all of my sins for me.
What was the genesis of this? Where did it come from?
So the genesis of this was there was a white church out in Northern Virginia, and one of the guys, he didn't work there, he was just a member there, and he had said that God was dealing with his heart on his own racist attitudes. Wow. And he wanted to find an African American church that he could partner with and they could do some things together. And so through a connection that someone at their church had, they found a church in Southeast DC, created a partnership with them, started to hang out for about a couple years or so, a group of men, and they got together, they went bowling, picnics and stuff like that. And they really talked about how do you take and bridge this racial divide that we had. And that's really where it started. So then there was a conversation that went on where they looked at how can we really partner and make a difference in the city together. And it was really from that, these two churches of men, white men, black men, that got together and they said, hey, you know what, let's look at an area that's really underserved in Washington, D.C., and it was Anacostia.
And that's why we have the house, a safe place for students where they can hear about the gospel of Jesus Christ, cultivate healthy relationships, and have hope for tomorrow. We thought it best that we have a place where we can have hands-on interaction with the students every day. And we found 3 former crack houses. We were able to purchase them one at a time and turn what police used to call Murder Row into Life Row.
DC on the Real, y'all keeping it real, the real story. And as we've been telling you, this is too real because this is a real organization, this is a real program, these are real houses, and these are changing real lives, y'all. Right now, I'm talking to the Director of Life Skills, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you introduce yourself for us?
My name is Jonathan Harris. I'm the Executive Director of the Life and Education Skills Center. And basically what the Life Skills is It's what we call our next level. For 17 years, we've always catered to high school students. And so now we realize that we need to do something for that, what we call next level, that 17 to 30-year-olds. It's about transformation. It's about changing the mindset. You can get anybody a job, but you got to change the way they think. You got to help them understand, that, okay, it's not personal, it's business. And corporations, they're about bottom line. That's not personal, it's business. And so we use everyday life. We use street. I use a lot of my background, because I made a lot of bad mistakes. And the analogy that I asked them on the very first day, I said, if there was a street that you just came down, I said, and people was getting stabbed, they was getting robbed, they was getting shot, wild pit bulls and wild snakes biting and killing people, and you barely get off that street.
Go back.
I said, and you see me walking towards that street, what are you going to do? And everyone in that class said, I tell you, don't go down that street. I said, that's all I'm doing here at the Life Skills Education Center. I'm just trying to tell you, man, don't go down this path. Don't go down that path, because I went down a lot of bad paths.
I can tell this means something to you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
This ain't about the paycheck.
No. So a lot of times I let the staff know when I'm hiring them, if you're looking for a 9 to 5 and you looking for great pay, this isn't the place. No. So this is a labor of love. And you have to be passionate about this community and passionate about serving, because if you're not, you'll be overwhelmed and tired in probably a month. We do not, open from 9 to 5. Even though our hours are set, our phones don't turn off. Our, nothing, our communication doesn't stop. So during the summer, when we have a month of downtime, that means absolutely nothing. We are still here. We're still in the community. We're still answering the phones. We're going to the colleges. We are wherever our kids are, doing whatever they need us to do.
See, now that's what makes this so special. I told you this is DC on the Real, and we're talking about the House DC. It takes money to do this. It takes people. It takes volunteers. It takes support. It takes resources. So what I want to ask you is, what is it that people can do? And somebody out there watching this, what can they do to help you, to assist the House?
I know you hear this a lot, but I have to say it. We are privately funded by individual donors. And we know that corporate America loves to help out the inner city. We know that there's government programs that like to help out. We know that individuals. What we need is we really need financial support. We strongly need that, because 100% of our funding comes directly from individuals or the events that we have. But the other thing is that we also need people that are in DC that have opportunities to give our young people jobs. Particularly when I think about our Life Skills Education Center, we need people to open up doors for us, because you may be somebody that's like, hey, I don't have the money, I just work whatever, but you may know somebody who is, one of the fast food chain restaurant, people that are looking for jobs, or they want to supply, free meals for an event or something like that, or they have a corporate side where they do donations. So you may know somebody like that. So everyone can help out.
Y'all hear this, right? So don't think you off the hook. I don't care if you got $1 million. I don't care if you got $2. They need your help. You've got something that you can give. They need resources. They need people. They need volunteers. If you got a skill, if you know somebody, if you got a job, if you have a business that you might need somebody to come in and do some work, give them a call over here at the house. How can they get in touch with you over here?
So they can contact us at info@thehousedc.org. So I had to say that again, info@thehousedc.org. That's the best way to contact us, is via email.
info@thehousedc.org. You guys hear that? I'm telling you, the House DC, keeping it real, DC on the real. We ain't playing around, y'all. This is some serious stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What would you tell to somebody out there that maybe, they want to get back, they've always thought about doing something? Why should they think about volunteering at the house?
I would say because they are there to help the children and help the community. It's so easy to complain about what people are doing and crime and things of that nature, but if you donate your time or your money or your efforts, you can actually make a difference. And it's easy to say things, it's harder to do things. That's when you're truly making a sacrifice. And we all know that that's what Jesus Christ done for us. He made the ultimate sacrifice. He gave his life so we can actually live in eternity with him. So we should give our lives likewise.
Like every good Bible teacher, you got to get Jesus in the interview. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I work with the kids, mentoring them, just showing them a new way. I'm actually from, that area myself, and I know how hard it can be growing up in that area. And I just want to put my input in and, give my story to them and help them in a way, that they know is genuine, because I've been through it.
All right, we got a little bit of time left. Give us a quick little shout out to everybody out there like you folks like yourself. What are you going to tell them? How can they help the house?
Man, help the house, come through, support, volunteer work, donate, anything you can do. It's just help, man. And these kids just need some help. Any piece of information that you can give that can lead them towards a better life is just greatly appreciated, greatly appreciated.
It's an excellent event. Every year, the House DC does a great job just gathering everybody together, telling great stories, just making a difference in our young kids' lives.
All the kids out here in the world that's going through trouble, you don't have nobody to depend on. The house is an excellent place for you to go to.
When you hear how God has impacted these young people, it just really makes you grateful that you could be a small part of it. It's His work. We're just here to do what He tells us, so it's very fulfilling.
Go House another 18 years.
Wow, and you lived across the street from the house.
Across the street, and I had no idea that it was right there. I had no idea because it looks like a home, but I ran into Andrea and it's just been awesome ever since.
Well, you heard it here, folks. DC on the Real and the real story, and that's why we're doing this right now, because she lived right across the street and didn't even know the house was there. So there's a good possibility that you don't know that the house is there, but now you know. Right?
Now you know.
Now you know.